Hola, clase. Well, now we're going to take a look at some more irregular verbs in the preterite. You already know that ir and ser and dar are irregular, but these irregulars that you're about to go through are found in stem groups. So please make sure you have your notes out and write down the names of the three groups: I stem, U stem, J stem. I myself like to say I stem, U stem, we all stem for J stem. So there are 3 steps to learning the irregular stem groups. Number 1, you need to learn the endings for the 3 groups. So have your notes ready. I hope you have your notes ready because you're going to write these down. These are the endings for all 3 groups. And they are iste, o, imos, istes, ieron, except when you get to the J stem, it's just simply eron. So please make sure you write these down. Iste, o, imos, istes, ieron, and then make sure you write down J stem, eron. Those are the endings for each of the groups. They are different from the regular endings. In fact, they're a combination of AR, ER, and IR. But please note, there aren't any accent marks on any of these endings here. The irregular stem groups do not use accent marks. So once again, step 1 was to learn the endings for each group. Step 2 is to learn the stem of each verb in each group. And then you simply apply the endings. That's how this works. 1, learn the endings. 2, learn the stem. 3, apply the endings. So let's take a look at the first stem group. It's called the I stem group because the stem of 3 verbs, and there are only 3 verbs in this stem group, the stem has an I. So please make sure that after the verb, in parentheses, you put the stem, H-I-C for hacer. Querer will be Q-U-I-S, and venir is V-I-N. And what you're going to do is write that for each person, and then apply the endings. Let's take a look. So the verb hacer, its stem is H-I-C, and of course it means to do or to make. Please make sure you put in parentheses on your notes, H-I-C, and then the meaning. That's what you're going to do for each verb that you see on your handout for your notes. So you're going to say, hice, hiciste, hizo, hicimos, hicistes, hicieron. However, this verb does have one little problem. As you know, CO in Spanish is always going to be pronounced co. So Spanish had to spell change that C to a Z in order to make it sound like the infinitive, hacer. So please remember that the el, ella, usted form of hacer in the preterite is hizo with a Z. But the rest of the forms have the C with it. It's a stem verb. The I is found in each person. So the next 2 verbs found in this group is querer, whose stem is Q-U-I-S, and venir, whose stem is V-I-N. So go ahead in your notes, write querer, Q-U-I-S in parentheses, the meaning, and then form the verbs. Remember, you're just going to write the stem and apply the ending. So go back to the part where, just above where the endings are, apply the endings for both of these verbs. The second group is the U stem group. And there are 6 verbs in the U stem. Here they are: poder, estar, poner, andar, saber, tener. Here is the stem. Notice the U. That's why we call it the U stem group. And so go ahead and put the stem in parentheses next to the verb, put the meaning of the verb, and then apply the endings. Form the verb, apply the endings. So once again, learn the endings, learn the stem, apply the endings. This is our second group, the U stem. Our final group is called the J stem. There are 4 verbs that you need to know. There are more verbs in this group, but 4 is sufficient for now. And they are decir, conducir, traer, and traducir. And notice how they have a J. That's why we call it the J stem. So, number 1, know the endings. Number 2, learn the stem. Number 3, apply the endings. So go ahead and form these verbs. Don't forget that the ellos form is just simply, the ending is just simply E-R-O-N. Don't forget that. And we'll practice more en clase. Muchas gracias. Nos vemos.